Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. And we are now with the CEO of, well, it's Dope BossMom Empire. Chisa Barrett is here joining us once again live on the podcast and on Zoom from Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome to the show today. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me back.
Well, thanks for being here, sweetheart. For those that may not know all about the Dope BossMom Empire, could you fill us in?
Yes, absolutely. I am a certified life coach, and I'll give you a little bit more about that because some things have changed since the last time.
Oh, good.
So I'm a certified life coach. I am the CEO of Mommy Mayhem Apparel, and I'm an author, and I have 6 kids and a lovely husband.
Oh my goodness. How long have you been married for?
Oh my gosh, this Saturday is 14 years.
Congratulations. Wow.
14 years. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm like, he dealt with me this long?
Aw, well, that's wonderful to know that things are working out for you. And clearly, you also are an author, you're a designer. I mean, there's so many different hats. What's new? And fill us in. You said some things have changed.
Yes. So I have been on this personal journey, trying to figure out more details about who I am and what my gifts and talents say about me. And so I've done some surveying from people I've known my entire life, people I've known over the past few years, and strangers also. And what came back to me after doing that research and also taking some tests, right, as I figured that the reason why I'm so beneficial to other people when it comes to helping them see what they can't see is because I'm actually a visionary. And that was the biggest piece to me that was kind of missing, because I kept saying to my husband, something's missing. I'm supposed to be functioning in some sort of way, and I don't know how. And so that's what came back to me, and I tested it out and I did some things, and I have rebranded. As you can see behind me, my colors are no longer fuchsia.
Beautiful.
And black and gold. I am black, white, rose gold, and light pink.
Fantastic.
So I did some rebranding. The website's different. I updated my 12-week program. And I'm also planning for a really big thing happening this August. I can't really drop too much, but it's going to be major. And it's probably going to be one of the biggest things Raleigh has seen.
Ooh. Cannot wait to hear and to learn more. Congratulations. Wow. This is inspiring and exciting. And as a life coach, not everybody may know exactly what you do. Could you give us a little bit of your background and what brought you here? And by the way, I love the new headshot too.
Thank you. So what brought me here was my journey through motherhood. Honestly, motherhood was the tool and also the training ground for me to become who I've always been. So I had people always come to me for advice. Never knew why, but they did, and it helped. So I figured, why not get trained to do this, right? And so it really comes from this deep part of me I just want to help people. And there are a lot of people who don't know what they're doing, why they're doing it, or even what they're supposed to be doing. And I come in that part and help you figure out, what is this major thing you want to do with your life?
Yeah.
And then why? And then what little things have you done that can get you there? And what can we do to get you there as well? And now with the visionary piece being in that, it's going to be more beneficial for me and my clients, because I am a storyteller, and that's part of the writing of me. I love to tell the story, but I'm also a ex-drama, drama expert in my old churches and things like that. So being able to get people to see something very clear in a way that they could never do it themselves, and unlocking this master part of their imagination, which is good to use, not just as kids, right?
Of course.
We need our imaginations. And so the life expertise and the life experience and helping people get to the point where they don't just know what they want, but they can see it. And that helps them get that grasp a lot better.
Awesome. So for today's show, what did you have in mind? Do you have any area of focus before we continue?
Yeah, I want to talk about motherhood. For some reason, I keep feeling like I want to talk about motherhood and building a legacy. It's really been on my heart lately.
Oh my God. Well, I have oh my gosh, just turned 7 now, and one's turning 5. So I got to say 5 and 7-year-old as well. I have 2 little boys. So I'm with you on the motherhood topic. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So, when I started out, and I'm a very transparent person. Some of you are probably going to be disgusted by what I say, but guess what? Hey, motherhood sucks sometimes.
Damn, 110 million%. I agree with you. And if anyone out there is saying it doesn't, I have to look and examine their head because, sweetheart, I wish I had what you had, or there's something wrong with you because
Yeah, no, seriously. I'm sure
sucks
you've
the
been in your
life
pantry.
out of me. But yeah, but go ahead.
It's tough, right? Let's just acknowledge that it's a tough thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Motherhood is 4 or 5 people's different jobs in one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's count. What are we? Moms, doctors, nurses. we are we are the pastors, we are the teachers,
Yeah.
we do so much. But this is what I want to get to, because I'm a big Jesus girl, and everything's about my life with him and my experience in my relationship. And when I tied that into my motherhood, I started seeing motherhood not so much as a burden. Hello, I'm going to speak it for all of you out there who don't have the gusto to say this thing is a burden.
Yeah.
It can feel like that, right? Until
Absolutely.
you find that love factor in it, that
Mm-hmm.
thing in it that makes you who you are. But anyway, so a lot of us, we are home. I've always been a stay-at-home mom. I'm not going to say the journey's been fun. I've hated it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gotten to a point where I understand that motherhood will teach you to do so many other jobs that you are unqualified for in this world.
You are so funny. It is so true.
You can put it on your resume, though, honestly. But Jill, I want to ask you, is there a part of you in that beginning stages of motherhood where you went, okay, I hope this is not all I'm going to be doing is mothering?
The first thing I said, I never understood this. I had a best friend who has 2 girls and now in college. And she told me, because I started later than her, she was my best friend. She's like, after 3 months of, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, and I could, and I had that ability. I said, absolutely not. And she went back to work, and she's an RN, and she's been working for 19 years now, straight through again. She said, it is harder to be a stay-home mom than to go to work. And she missed that independence, that she missed herself. And I said, God bless you, because I didn't get it. And then I had kids, and I said, oh, yeah, my mom was a stay-at-home mom, and I always said I wanted that, but I never had the ability to by not having a husband, or I always had to work. But even being home from maternity leave for 2 months,
yeah,
I couldn't wait to go back to work. Work is easier.
Yeah.
A 14-hour day, even commuting 2 hours here and back. God bless.
It's the cheat sheet, right? It's like, I can do motherhood so much better if I was at work 9 to 5.
Yes.
Yes. But you think about that, the tasks, they don't go away. So, and I don't knock anyone, and I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, no, she's bashing people who work 9 to 5. I take my hat off to you too, because motherhood is a 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5 is your 9 to 5, right? Yep, and so you're doing more than anyone who stays home. However, that stay home factor is really a character builder. Yeah. It's a character builder. It also will let you know if you're really nuts or not.
So true. So true. Oh my God. Yes.
Honestly. And then for those who, because I ran into so many people, and I have girlfriends now who I pushed, and I was like, girl, you can do it. You can do this. I know you work, but you want to be an entrepreneur, and I know you can do this. And that's what I want to talk about. That legacy part is, just because you are a stay-at-home mom or a mom in general, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Go after the things that you want. You can make a way. You can find a way. There's a way to get everything done. And I went through people bashing me for so long. Oh, you just sit home on your butt. You don't do anything. You should go help your husband. You are horrible because you drag him down. And they had no idea what I was home doing. You don't talk to me. People may not talk to you. You ladies out there who are home, they don't know your fight, your battle, your journey. And when you have something in your heart to do, and you have these voices and the people surrounding you who may or may not be supportive, saying, oh, this is what I think, or maybe you should do this. it is a pressure and a load to even come up with the idea of, can I go do something for myself?
Can I?
Because think
Uh-huh.
about it, when we're moms, when we become moms, we're like, oh my God, will I ever be me again? Can
Yes.
I ever have a moment where I do something for me? Because otherwise, when you start having all of these dreams, people are like, how
Mm.
dare you have a dream to do something that's selfish of you? You have kids. Kids is not a sentence. It's
I agree.
being a mom's not a sentence, but learning the things inside of motherhood. And I
Yeah,
can't even really give you this because it's going to be different for every mom.
true.
But for you and me, you learn tons of things different from me, right, Jill?
Yeah,
You've probably learned a whole different set of things. But what I learned is these things also train your talents and your skills
yeah,
that are hidden in you. And that
yeah.
brings it out. It helps you sharpen those things. So when you think about, I want to go back to work, or I want to become an entrepreneur, you think about,
Wow.
well, who's going to watch the kids? Who's
Who's
going to
gonna,
be the
yeah.
one who does the errands? And I'll never be able to do it, but there's a secret way to get everything done.
Oh, I love
I
this.
built my entire empire at home for 15
Beautiful.
years. Okay. It's a possible thing. But us as moms, we rarely get the opportunity to think about legacy
True.
because the husbands are out working and we think, oh, they have the 401k, they have the IRA, they have all of these things, we're gonna be
Yeah.
sad. But a legacy
And
isn't,
meanwhile,
yeah, the legacy goes beyond a 9 to 5. It really does. And I think that we need to focus more on how we can talk to women and moms and show them and teach them these different ways that they can put in all of these beautiful, wonderful things about themselves and turn it into something that they can leave for their children's children. Because that's the legacy, right?
it is. It is true. Well, that's beautiful that you really learned and you're teaching others now, especially women. You can have it all. You can. Takes a lot of work, but you're right. I mean, I feel so, I've lost myself after I had kids and everything is different. I don't work out anymore. I don't have routine. And I know self-care is so big and I'm sure you're going to, you help your clients with this because a lot of us don't put that oxygen mask over our face first. We don't.
Right.
And 5 and 7 years in, I'm like, it's time. I need to start doing something for myself besides work and take care of my kids. And this, last year I said, I want to start traveling. So I started traveling, but I'm traveling with my kids. And the truth is it fun? Not really. No, we just went to Legoland. We went to Disney. It is more work and chaos. And, and then we went to Great Wolf Lodge a few months before that and did a little trip. And I'm like, oh.
Horrible.
So I'm doing it. But then I'm like trying to explain to their dad, I'm like, I've spent a month out with my kids on vacation, little places here or there, a month. But can't you take them one weekend? Because you don't take them. Like, can I just have a
Just get them.
days? Unfortunately, my mom passed away when I had my first son 2 years later, and the other one was 2 months. So I thought I had help. And no, not everybody has that luxury of having a mom that lives with them having help. I get it. But boy, I thought things would be different, and they're not. So what am I going to do about it? How is Chisa helping women out there doing this? Because it's hard to feel the way I do. And I'm sure you're dealing with many clients like myself. Where do you start? Really?
The mental part. It's always the first battle is getting you to think opposite of what is going in, right? So it's always, and let's be honest, it's like, I can't do this. It's gonna be impossible for me to even do this. I don't even know why I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So I tackle that part because when we train ourselves, and we've heard this over and over, what I'm saying is not anything another coach or Tony Robbins or, someone hasn't already said, but it is definitely the mindset shift. You have to change what you think about you, what you say about you. And the more positive that goes in, you're going to see clearer and clearer. And that vision, there you go, right? That vision is going to be more clear, more defined. And then we can get on serious playing grounds. Then we're on a level where we can really do some damage. So I start with the mental first.
Okay. Got it. All right. Thank you. Yeah. I'm tired. I need your advice. Talk to us. Teach us.
So I think meditation, and I talk about this a lot to my clients, meditation is the key. It really is. And some people look over and I don't have the time for it. I got this to do. But I always say, if you don't make time to meditate, however that is for you, what that looks like for you, the clarity is going to be gone.
Yep.
You're not going to have clarity whatsoever. Not allowing ourselves to take moments to breathe and to hear. And here's one of the fun things. I know this sounds crazy, but inhaling and exhaling is not enough. You need to sharpen your ears and allow yourself to hear you breathe, right?
Yeah.
There's something there. I figured it out. I will probably never come up with a term or name for it, but there's something inside of hearing yourself take deep breaths and releasing it that carries so much power. It's so much power in that. You tap into this part of yourself that says, oh my God, I'm a real person. It allows you to connect to this deeper inner you. And you take that moment and it's almost like the humanity of you is set aside just enough for you to connect to that real you and do a reset. It's like a factory reset on our entire spirit that that just transfers over to our human body. But there's a power in hearing yourself breathe and relax. And then there's that tunnel that shows up. It's this tunnel that shows up that I love, because that tunnel gives you these little knickknacks on each side of what you are and where you're going. And so you grab onto those. And I call them the puzzle pieces for my clients. I say, always look for these puzzle pieces in everything that you do, because when you get that tunnel vision, you'll see those things place themselves where they belong. And then you can move on to the next thing. So that's one thing. And then the other is say no.
Hard, but yes.
Saying no will save you so much money, so much time, so many tears, so many, nights of frustration and stress. No is okay, and it's totally healthy. And being okay with being alone is something that we all have to come to in terms when we want to go accomplish and achieve something. Sure, we have friends, sure, we have associates and colleagues and family and all of these wonderful things, but there comes a time in your own personal journey, in this moment of you finding you, to get to this huge place, right? This big finish where you'll hurt and you'll hurt others, but it's not intentional. But it is intentional for you to get where you need to go, because even the closest ones to us who love us dearest could be an absolute distraction. And saying no. And also I've had to go to the extent where I've had to send out lovely emails and personal phone calls of, hey, you've been the absolute best. You've been so great to me. I really appreciate where you are, but I do understand at this point where I am, you are not in that picture for me. Yeah. And I want you to understand that that's no love lost, but for me to go further, I have to continue to shed and break away. And you'll learn and see that it's a part of business, saying no and shedding and turning people away. And because you're not doing it from a deep, hateful place, you're doing it from a place of growth and nurture and allowing yourself to be who you are supposed to be. Wow, I feel like I've been talking forever and I said so much.
You have. It's been 20 minutes. It's awesome. Oh, gosh. You got a gift, girl, clearly.
For so many years, I thought I'll never do anything. I don't think I have anything to do but be a mom.
And here you are, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder whoever hears that, like, go back and just go, wait, I need to sit on that. I think that I'll never be anything. And then it came, I had my coach, Maria Stanfield. Oh my God, I would love to have her on here one day. Maria is a push her. She's a push her, right? We call her the push her.
Push her, yeah.
And my God, she has taken me from one end of nothingness and hopelessness to completely bossed up and confident in who I am, confident in what I'm called to do, what I'm doing. She's such an amazing person. She's such an amazing woman because her focus is so similar to mine, and it's all about women empowerment.
Yeah.
It's all about women empowerment and allowing yourself to have a dream and reach for it and go for it, and not allowing anyone to tell you you can't. And she's got me doing all kinds of things, but I love it because she's challenging me. She's challenging me to continue to come out of every pocket of comfort. Like, we'll always have pockets of comfort, right? And it's like, oh my God, I have to change this, but at least I still have this over here. And then you find yourself like, oh my God, I gotta change this too. And so that's what my pusher coach does. She pushes me out of these pockets I try to find, because face it, human nature is just, we grab onto the things people say about us, we carry them, and we feel so, obligated to please the thoughts of others.
Yep.
And it's like, what are you really doing for us? What are you doing for me other than giving me your my husband calls it a basement opinion.
Oh.
I swear he thinks everyone that trolls lives in someone's basement.
Wow.
And he's like, that's their basement opinion. But it's true though, and that's what I love about Maria. She is who made me say yes to me. Women don't do that. We don't say that. We, yes to ourselves is like, oh man, that's selfish. But yes is a big thing to us, because the more we say it, the more we realize it is a part of self-care, saying yes. Your mental stability is self-care. Your desires and your dreams and achieving those things and going for them, they are part of self-care. And it is okay to say yes. Man, I don't want to give it all, because my process for 12 weeks with my program.
That's what I was going to ask. The 12-week program is one of your.
You will fall apart. I'm telling you, I am not a paper coach. And to explain what that means when I say that, you're not just going to get, oh, I want you to turn this assignment in. Oh, I need you to read this. Oh, go through this strategy, go through this process. That's not all I do. I am going to literally take you from the inside out, and you are going to fall apart. And there are going to be days you're going to say, I really hate you. And guess what? I'm going to say, you're going to love me in about a year from now. You're going to absolutely thank me, from ripping the toxicity of ourselves, not even other people, the toxicness we give to ourselves. You're going to thank me for ripping that out. So, it's fun for me to do this, because when people come and they inquire, I had a young lady call yesterday, and I'm telling her, hey, this is the process. This is what's going to happen. This is what I expect. And she's like, I don't really see how that works with me. What does that have to do with me getting to, because the mess that we carry will be the same mess that shows up in our businesses. And if we don't clear those things out and we don't face those things head on, they will be the decision makers in our businesses, in any negotiation, in any partnership. It will always be unhealthy. It will always be toxic. Not one human being lives this earth without a piece of toxicity that they need to relieve themselves on. Am I being honest? Yeah. It is a deep, serious thing. And so I'm not just building entrepreneurs and helping you create this dynamic legacy that you'll leave behind for subsequent generations. I am helping you heal in that process, so that when you do come out and you stand out, you're confident, you give off positive energy and positive vibes, and that people are absolutely drawn to you without even knowing you and speaking to you. It's a part of the process, cleaning out the mess. I call it clearing out the clutter. It's actually a consultation or a one-on-one that I have. It's called clearing out the clutter, but that's important to do. It really is.
Beautiful. And by the way, I love the new website as well. It's all themed in the new colors, and dopebossmomempire.com. We still have 4 minutes left, but you call yourself a visionary coach, right? For entrepreneurs, right? You also have a book, right?
Several.
Hello, tell us about the books, because you're an author, and I'm looking here on the website. It's beautiful. Wow. I just went on it. And wow, it is beautiful. Oh,
I
Never
made
quit
some
on
changes.
yourself. Oh, I
I
love the pink.
Oh, thank
Tell us
you.
about some of the prep things. I mean, reading a book is good. That can inspire someone. Can you tell us the names of the books?
Okay, I have several, you guys, and like I said, I do 100 things. So please do not judge me if I can't remember the title of a book. I have A Midnight's Desire for matrimony only. I have Fix Your Crown, Sis, and Make a Declaration. That's actually a detailed journal that has vision pages with vision where you draw out your vision and write it out. The calendar, I have daily tasks and mini goals and things like that. I also have, I think the newest one is Position Your Crown, Sis.
Okay.
Right. So that one's for college, kind of like high school seniors in college, where they're trying to figure out this thing. And it's helpful for them to write down their thoughts and their processes to kind of build up to this entrepreneur part, those who are interested in it. I have another book. What is it? Oh my gosh, why can't I remember it? I have a bully book. I know it's not on the website because I took a few things down. I have to be, in accordance with Amazon as well. There are a few things I'm not permitted to do. But sorry, Jill, I really can't remember every single name of them. It's so crazy.
That's okay. But they're all work as guides to help people in what you're doing. I mean, does it go with the process? I mean,
it does. It does. I don't know if you see a book on there called The Budget Guide to Poor Man's Guide to Budget Eating.
Nope.
It's not up there. Okay.
I don't see it because I'm also lacking service right now. It's slow. I'm trying to click on it.
Poor Man's Guide to Budget Eating goes along with building yourself as an entrepreneur. How? Oh my gosh, it's food. What does it have to do with my journey? Everything. If you learn how to budget things and save your money, there's so many other things that you can utilize that money for and put yourself on. I'm not saying cheat, completely take everything away, but learn how to level things so that you're getting the most out of your everyday life so that you can truly build that journey, that vision that you see.
Beautiful.
All of my things tie into entrepreneurship in some way.
Oh, beautiful. And we are almost out of time. What are the last few things you want to get across to our listeners today? Chisa, why should they contact you to start? I mean, you're so motivational.
You know what?
That's just it.
The reason why you want me as your coach is because I don't let up. I will not cheat you, and I will not let you cheat yourself by not being accountable, by not showing up, by not pressing, but more so because I have a true gift to see. And some people just don't know what that means and how to go beyond that. I am the coach that would allow you to open up this broad screen in front of you, this major screen, and help you piece all of these cinematic pieces of your life together so that you can really achieve this thing that brings joy to you, this thing that you've envisioned in some sort of way that you want for your life and for your family. I'm the coach that's going to be beside you the entire step, never giving up.
Awesome. And Chisa, if we want to reach out to you, it's as simple as going to the website, a phone number you want to share as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go to the website, do whatever you want to do there. And if you feel like this is what you want, sign up for a consultation, sign up for a one-on-one, whatever makes you happy. But also call me at 919-420-3604. And I'm on Instagram, new page. Remember I told you guys my page was hacked, so new page is @_Dope Boss Mom Empire. And Chisa.dopebossmomempire.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you for being here, sweetheart. You have a great day. Thank you for enlightening us. Best of luck. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, I mean, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.